I haven't tried. Did I try PETG? Yeah, I tried PETG before, but I think my printer was having trouble with it. It needed more heat. Yeah, I needed to get more heat out of the printer because it was struggling with it. That's been brightly. Did my stream just restart? That's weird. My stream just says it's only running for 17 seconds. That's weird. Seeing as it's not dropped out at all on IBS. Yeah, I've got some PG. I've tried it, but I found it was stiffer. I was having some trouble with my my extruder slipping. So I haven't used it properly. Tried it once. I haven't gone back to it yet. I do intend to. I've got a couple of rolls of it. But yeah. Actually, I might just leave it as is and print as is. I'm messing around with it. Hey Daniel, how's it going? Too full nozzle, yeah. Yeah, I went right up to max and it's still too stiff. So, yeah, it's having trouble. Let's print another one out. But what I might do whilst it's printing is tweak the setting. Just manually adjust the temperature and just drop it down a bit. So yeah. Yeah, you have to give it more time to extrude. Wow, I've dropped down a flag watching. Did my stream stop? It just seemed to drop right off. That's weird. Just suddenly, people watching just dropped right off. Suddenly. At the same time as the timer seemed to restart. Oh, yeah, you missed that one, did you? You got these HP test equipment feet like this, right? You often see them. Well, not see them. They're often absent from bits of gear. I found a bunch of these on eBay. You could buy them. Someone's remade them, and they are injection molded, not 3D printed. And I'm making a locking pin which goes in there to lock the tabs, so you can't accidentally knock the feet off. Okay, well, I'm back up to 7 again now. People seem to start finding me back. Is it weird? That's a bit annoying. Okay, everyone's finding the way back now. Cool. Yeah, strange, weird. I haven't dropped any frames. It must be a YouTube glitch. Very odd. Anyway, so yeah, I'll print some more of these out whilst I'm sitting there. Have a few already made, so when I need them, I can just chuck them in. So, I need to record some mailbag video showing a new stream. Oh, really? Let me quickly go and have a look. Let's see what's going on here. We're showing it live now, at least. It must be a YouTube glitch, because say my end's looking fine. And YouTube keeps on going to the new Creator Studio, the beta thing. I hate it. I don't like it. It's got so many things that don't work properly or just missing. I have to keep switching back to classic all the time. Each time I do that, it asks me, "Are you sure you want to do this? And why are you changing over?" I have to fill it out every time. Anyway, never mind. Let me check the stuff, see what's going on. Okay. Not suitable for most advertisers. Why? I've been demonetised on my live stream. Really? Based on what? That's. I'll request review later on after it's finished the stream in case something weird happens to it again. Yeah, the old Creator Studio is far better. I hate the new one. I always switch back. I'm going to keep repeating myself, aren't I? So this is a latching pin which I've made. Oh, OBS is going to play up as well now. Now I've clicked on it. There we go. Bit of a delay. This thing here. Alright. That's what it looks like. And yeah, it's just a little pin for HP test equipment feet. So it's used to latch the feet in. Let's go back to here. So these things. Right, the feet on the bottom of HP test equipment. So you can buy those feet on eBay. Someone's manufactured them. And I'm decided I'm going to 3D print some locking pins for them. Because it's nice having your feet not fall off when you knock them against things. Right, let's do something else whilst we're waiting on the printer. Let's do something over here. I had to repair this mount the other day. The bloody camera fell off. The little threaded stud on the bottom of the camera broke out. It just fell out the hole. It's a knurled stud which is magician moulded. Well, moulded around. And the stud fell out. Right. So I'll just start with a small box. Some better lighting. Got some bigger boxes too. How's that print going? It's almost there yet. So wait till it starts doing the uprights and I'll drop that temperature down a bit. I tend to run at quite high temperature because I run at quite high speed. I always try and print fast. I'm impatient, I suppose. It's almost done the base piece. I'll stand over here for a minute while I wait for it to finish. Then we'll do the mailbag stuff. Get my camera set up at the same time. My other one. So yeah, I'll find out. I've got some on down to 200. And hopefully that'll stop that from being so bad. I could completely screw it up, who knows. Right. Let's look at this. Got these bloody review things to do too. This thing here, I've done that one. It's a module I need to review. It's like a little Wi-Fi relay control thing. It's supposed to put on your network and get a relay control. Connect to it, then kind of control these relays with that. Now, I've kind of had it working, but not completely. It hasn't been reliable. I was having trouble with it. If I do like a direct Wi-Fi connection directly to this board, so this one can run its own wireless access point effectively. I can talk to it directly, but it kind of works, but not always. But it's supposed to be able to connect to my network as well, so you better connect it to your existing Wi-Fi network and then access it through the network, both wirelessly and through like Ethernet connections of like obviously on the network. So you can use your browser and stuff like that, rather than that. But I haven't actually got it to work reliably yet, so I've been playing around trying to. I'm probably just doing something wrong. I've had a bit of play around, probably an hour or so with it. I need to get back into it because this is a review item for IC Station. So I've got this and a little DC buck converter thing too. Or buck booster, I think it is actually. So I need to get onto those. So there's some videos on those at some point. Check the printer out, see how it's going. Yeah, it's looking better. Right. Let's record this thing. Right, it's getting washed out a little bit actually. Maybe. Right. Because my wife's desk is back in this room, I don't have room to do the mailbag desk like I was doing before with that big bench while I was standing up to the mailbag, so that has ended. So yeah, I just don't have room to do it anymore in here. I might do something else at some point, maybe a different room. Okay, let's open this up. Look at the mailbag, I've got a few things here. Let's see what we got. If you don't already subscribe, make sure you do subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the bell icon. That usual stuff. And as always, this is from PB Tech, alright? Again, all the packaging is on the top and there's nothing in the bottom. It's kind of pointless really. It's like they got no bloody idea. Anyway. Hilarious. Every time. They think the top of the box really gets damaged. Because they don't drop it on the ground or anything, do they? So yes, 120GB SSD, you've seen me feature these before a few other times. You know, I seem to run out. I thought I had one laying around. I was trying to fix a MacBook the other day. I've actually fixed 2 MacBooks in the past week. And I've done video on those. I think I've already published one of them. Yeah, I did. And I needed some more SSDs. So I bought them. Well, these actually get cheaper and cheaper. These are like $37 New Zealand now. Last time I bought this exact model, it was $50. And that was only a few months ago. So the prices are getting really good. And you can get a really small SSD for very little money now. It's brilliant. So one is that. So there you go, here's a drive. It's got pretty much standard specs. I mean, all kind of around the same sorts of speeds, you know, the 500 megabytes a second, whatever they are. It's shown here what it is. Nah, doesn't specify it. But yeah, all SATA interface. But all around it's kind of same kind of speeds these days. I mean, it's all much of muchness really. It's 3D printing out. Looks slightly better. Yeah, printed. Slightly fine strands there, but that looks a bit better. So I think that 200 degrees to do that part is about right. May still be slightly high, I'm actually 195. But it looks more consistent now, so that's better. Happy with that one. Sounds distant, yeah, it will do, because the microphone's facing towards where I sit. I suppose I could spin it around the other way. It's hear better on doing the mailbag stuff. Around now, so it's going to face my bench where the camera is, where you can see right now is sort of over here. I'm over there, and it should be slightly better for you. Now, which one should I open next? Okay, let's open this one up. It's a fairly big box. I think I might need to mark out the camera further away so I can see it. Right. Okay. This all throat's starting to play up. So here we have a big box. Let's see what's in here. Is my RAM going to let me down? Do I need more RAM? No, they've done it. Where's the centre of the box? There. Go. Might drop something before. Well, it's just a power cord, which is no good to me anyway because I'm not in that country. Right. It's fairly well packaged at least. Well, yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, let's restart the printer up. So yeah, they gave us a power cord, but that's not really much use to me. Obviously just a reused bag. So ignore that, it's going in the bin. So when I buy stuff on eBay, I always say to them, make sure you wrap it thoroughly to protect it. So the question is, was this all that the seller did before it went to Pitney Bowes, who sent it to me over, because they go to repackage usually, or did they do better than this? Because if this is all they did, that's not really adequate. Always specify, package it really well every time I buy something, because people just don't know how to package stuff. It's incredible. Because at least if you specify, pack it really well, wrap it completely with plenty of padding. If it comes not packed well, you've got something to complain about. When I'm buying better gear, which are potentially worth $1,000, then I want it to be protected well. This isn't worth that much. I bought some cheaper stuff recently. I've had stuff turned up like this before, just inside a plastic bag. Inside a box, rattling around. I've had that before. Anyway, let's just figure it. Best way to get into this thing. So that's what panel fell off. Not surprising, they often do. It goes back in there. I'll leave it off for now. It's a bit yellow. Anyway, it's a HP Relay Actuator. I thought it looked interesting. It's fairly cheap. That's why I got it. It's got the feet on it, but again it's got no locking pins, see? No locking pins. So now you can actually see how these feet work. Alright, so this is the pins I'm making right now. Forget one of those locking pins. Push it in, hopefully, or push in. Pins revision I've got. Just the last one. Maybe. Oh, still a bit tight. These holes might be too small. There's actually no clearance in there at all. There's actually no clearance on these ones. Okay, so this one's slightly different. It's like it probably never had pins. But sometimes the holes have got a bigger clearance in here, and the pin is actually needed. So it's slightly different, this one. Right. So it's on the back there, it's got a whole bunch of terminals, so basically go straight to the relays. So, yeah, I might open up and have a look. What do you reckon? Is that a screw missing? So that's the cover off. It probably has a a voltage selection inside as well. And there we go, a whole bunch of relays. I'm surprised it's open frame actually. Yeah. So how does it work? I don't know. But there's a voltage setting 115 volts, so I need to make that 230. This one will slide very well. This has got a small tip on it. 230 volt, there we go. So that's that changed. Big Sprague cap in there, 4000 microfarad. And there's a device down there, which I can't tell what it is. There's a HP part number on it, of course. It's probably just a voltage regulator. It's got a couple of ICs underneath there as well. And a big clunking switch at the front there. Well, it's not actually that clunking, but it's actually really silent. It's nice and quiet, actually, surprising. So the idea is you push those buttons and it activates these relays. It's got a couple of indicators on the front there. It's got GPRB. Let's plug power in and see if it actually does anything. Might go bang, you never know. Oh, something's energised. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 3 doesn't have an LED on it. Well, indicator light is gone. So all the relays themselves are switching over, but the indicator has gone for number 3. It's probably just a bulb. It's not really much of a deal, is it? But it seems to work. Okay, see if I can trace this around. So I think it's just a single pole, normally open, normally closed contacts with the common. So 6 relays, there's 6 sets of 3 positions on there. So yeah, seems to be nice enough. I suppose I can test it, see if it seems to work alright. So that's marked ABC, and I'm guessing that means wiper. On, off. I think that's what those markings mean. Get the camera shut close so you can see. Okay. So I believe that's the common on, off. That's what I think it's set up as. Right. Let's have a look. So that should be off. Yeah. So I'm guessing that's 1. No, maybe it's 6. That's 6. Okay. So I should be able to check them all that way. Yeah. 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 Yep. So turn them all on. And check them the other way. Yeah. So, yeah, it's all functioning. I should really check resistances, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should check resistances to be sure, rather than just whether it's there or not. Yeah, but I might have contact resistance issues. Although these probes aren't the best for that. It's not particularly great probes for this. Saying 1 ohm. 0.5 ohms. This is my lead resistance. Resistance is about half an ohm. 0.5 ohms. 0.5 ohms. I might check that first one again. 0.5. 0.5. 0.9. Okay. Check the other ones. 0.7. 0.7. 0.5. 0.5. 0.4. 0.5. Still both in the same hole. Give it 0.4. So seems that this one here, relay number 6, which is this one right here, might have a slightly higher on resistance. Okay, 1.2 ohms there. 1.5. 1.5, 2.6, 2.4, yeah. So that relay there needs cleaning. That's fine. It's like being an open frame means I can actually do it. So when it's de-energized, the relays all switch over. That's interesting. And now I'm getting a low resistance. Okay, maybe doesn't it clean? I don't know, maybe it does. So when there's no power, they're connected up. But when it's turned on, but the switch is turned off, those are connected up. They're kind of backwards what you expect, isn't it? Weird. I wonder if there's a way of programming it. Switch states. Don't know. Don't know. I'll have to look into that some more. Right, interesting little piece of gear. Right, back over here. And OBS is being funny again. Looks like overkill is for a 6 relay switch. Yeah. Well, GPIB controlled switch, that's the thing, isn't it? That's what it's based on. So you can remotely control equipment or test setup, stuff like that. I've never messed with GPIB. It's something I actually intend to do. I've got no experience with it whatsoever. But I thought, oh, it looks interesting. I mean, the reason I got it, right, I thought, right, relay control, push button relay control, I could use that maybe to set up like a bench lighting setup. So I could put it on my bench and wire up lights to the relays on the back and actually use that to turn lighting and systems on and off. Maybe even turn on bits of equipment. That's what I was thinking of anyway. And it was fairly cheap, it wasn't that expensive. And it's the first time I've seen that piece of gear on eBay as well. I haven't seen one of those around before. I've seen similar things. There's much bigger ones, you know, but not one this compact. So yeah, I thought, give it a go. It's fairly cheap, and it seems to work. But it looks like the relays might need cleaning. That's not a big deal though. Spray some deoxit on them, should do the job. Actually, I'll do it now. Zoom in a bit. Could have done that, shouldn't I? Yeah. Well, I'm really surprised by being open frame relays, but I suppose it means you can clean them. I don't know. I just would expect them to be sealed. Maybe even some plug-in units you could say could replace them. But no, it works. But I'm really surprised by the fact that it's in its off state. It's using that pole. And when you energise the unit, but even have the switches turned off, it's energising those ones. It switches over. So with those on, it's like having the whole unit turned off, which is weird. Notice there's drift switches on there. I think it's purely a GPIB address. I don't think it's giving you the options for relay functions. Anyway. Interesting, that one here looks like it's crooked. Weird. Okay, so is that one. Well, it works, so I'm happy with that. Interesting construction. It's like, for something it's just switches and relays, it's quite surprising really what it's doing. I wonder if the capacitor's okay. What voltage is that rated at? Can't see there's a cable tie right over it. There's almost no charge in it, it's carried up. See the voltage we get on there. Just out of curiosity. It's a Sprague cap, so it's decent quality. Eight volts, 8.5 volts. So that means that device down there is probably a snake volt regulator. That's probably what it is. It's probably what's required to run all the chips for the GPIB, which are underneath that plate there, which you can't see. No, it's a bit of a pain getting out. I won't take that out. There's a few screws to get out of there. But it's nice construction. Oh, look at what I've just found on here. To record this too. So look at what I just found on here. Zoom this camera in. We have some reefer caps. Well, that's no good, is it? They're going to have to go. They're bound to blow up. They don't look like they're cracked or anything though. They look physically okay. So they might be alright. Focus, come on. Yeah, they look alright. Maybe I'll just wait for them to blow up. So the printer's just finished another one. Okay. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay, it's another piece made. That's 4 done so far. Contacts look lightly rated, don't plug your kettle into it. Now there is some specs for it somewhere. Does it say on there what it is? I think it did say it somewhere, I think I saw it. I think I did get the manual for it already. What's the manual number? What's the number for this? So 59346A. Did I get that manual? The number doesn't sound familiar actually. Maybe I didn't. This is over about. No, I didn't get the manual after all. Okay. Yep, that's what you linked to, so that's fine. I can have a look at that. It must specify, was it 1973? It seems older than me. Where's the specs? Specs, come on, must say what the relays are rated for. Just trying to have a quick read through so we can find it. It's not obvious. Seems to focus on GPRB functions. Wonder why. Relay contacts, half an amp. Yep, 0.5 amps, 28 volt DC or 115 volt AC. There you go, I'll shove this up in here and I'll show you. There you go, top screen. Make it bigger so you can see it. Make it a bit bigger again. That's about as far as I can go. So there you go, specs in here. So 50 milliseconds time for changeover. I don't know how that really compares. It's not something I've really looked at. Is relay switching times. I mean, relays are relatively slow things. So yeah, cool. And all this other stuff here. So many pages is manual, quite a few of them. Circuit diagram. There you go, so look at this. That's not a wonderful diagram. So the control switches, is that drift switches? That's the drift switches. That's the dip switches on the back for the GPIB. Here you go. These are switches on the front panel here. So those are going into the ICs. So they control the ICs, so it can actually do the power between what the GPIB is sending it and what those front panel switches are sending it. So you can switch over between them. Okay. NOR gates. NAND. Is that a flip flop? It's like a flip flop there. Then you've got interface to the controls. It's got some shunts in there, so the back feed from the relay's de-energizing, doesn't blow the transistors up. What you expect, really. Yeah. That's a relay board. Show you the board. Doesn't seem to. Anyway, I'll save that. So we're going to find it. I mean, I knew it'd be online. HP stuff, a lot of the HP stuff, even the relatively new stuff is available. So that's pretty cool. Pretty good. Let's save this manual here. So cool, that's that one thing done. I might make that just one mailbag video, just doing that one piece of gear, investigating that. Lit buttons, yeah. I'm going to find out what a button number 3 doesn't work. Obviously, maybe those caps will pull off. Let's have a look, see if we can figure that out. Might be the manual, but I can't bother looking at it. I have to read it out. So, it might be part of the switch, actually. No, the cap is part of the switch. First, take the front panel off to see that. It's probably got some kind of latching mechanism on there. I can't actually see in there. Ah! No, actually, no. It's far simpler than that. It's far. I'm going to record this. Right. I can see exactly what's wrong. So I was having a quick look at this, trying to determine why this button number 3 doesn't light up. And if I look inside the back here, I'll zoom this camera in so I can have a really close look. I'll tip it slightly so you can see. Now, what looks different on that button 3? Right, so it's button 1, button 2, button 3. So anything look different there? Something look wrong? Change the lighting on it maybe? Yeah. Button number 3, it ain't soldered on. The rod's going through it, but there's no solder on it. It's like they must have just forgotten to solder that one. Let's fix that. Gonna need a little bit of flux because it's 40 years old. This thing's older than me. This is 1973. Okay. Pretty sure if I solder this, it's going to fix the problem. You want to focus on the right thing? Yep, right. Try and make sure it's definitely etched in there nicely, because it's obviously a bit of tarnishing on there because it's, you know, been around for a while. I'll be a bit tarnished too. I've been around 40 years. Right, now that's soldered, let's plug power in again and see if it works. Power up. Oh look, it works now. All the buttons now light up. So that has been like that ever since it was manufactured. That was a pretty simple fix, wasn't it? Right, here we go. Fixed. That was pretty easy. So I pasted this look first. So they're pulling things apart. Yeah, you'll see that in more detail when I do the actual pop-up video. When I actually publish that, you'll see it really close up. It's got a really good view on the other camera. Right, so we'll put this thing back together and put it at one side, and I'll look at the next thing. What I don't like is, especially in a lot of this older gear, is we have these terminals are exposed on the main side. I never like that. You know, it takes one slip or, you know, one moment of inattention and you can be zapped. Right. So that's a pretty easy fix anyway. That's not simple. Mostly working. I think I got it cheap because that light wasn't working. Well, maybe it's because there wasn't much demand for it, I don't know, but anyway, it seems to work alright. And the printer just finished doing another one. One piece of gear. Now, I'll put this back on again. As soon as I actually don't need it. Which around is it supposed to go? It's actually not clipping in, it's just falling out. Ah, right, okay. So these are actually little clips, little pins on here. You can see it on there or not. Probably can't. But one of the pins are broken off, that's why it's just falling out. It doesn't really need to come off, does it? No, it's taking the front panel off. Which way around does that go? Could go either way around. I think it goes the other way because it's supposed to be where the feet lock in from the other feet. Let's get one. So when you've got bits of gear stacked up, it will sit in there like that. So that should line up with the bottom foot. Yep. So it goes that way around. So what I might do is just put some adhesive in there to hold it in place so it doesn't fall out again. So I can pick back out again later on, doesn't matter too much. There's a high spot, there's a high spot. This is quite a decent stuff I use here, it's very forgiving. I've got crap everywhere now. Get some tissue. Because it does just rub off. It's just a PVC. It's not very. It doesn't etch in or anything like that. It just sits there. So it's pretty good like that. Because this has got a grain in it, it's sat into the grain. Anyway, not a big deal. It does come off again. It's not harsh. It just helps the whole thing together slightly. All right, put it to one side, the right way up. Let it dry. One piece of gear done. I might stack it somewhere. Yeah, put it up here. Out the way. The one that I play around with that. Oh, that's the left out there. It's going to slide off. That's not good. Okay. Turn the Mailbag off. "47 years now, I thought they'd check the button." Yeah, it seems that way. It does seem that way. Amazing, isn't it? Not soldered at all. Hold on. Should put some more, should I keep going? Oh, I'll keep going. Make some more. What I should have really done is gone into the slicer software and told it to make multiple copies. Just duplicate them all up, put like 4 on a bed and to make 4 at once. Yeah. It might be that those indicators even come on when the GPIB is activating and not just the push buttons. Ooh. Got coffee. Excellent. So yeah, it may be that when the GPIBs turn those relays on remotely, that the buttons also light up then, so you can see what's going on. Maybe there's a reason for it. But yeah. Cool. So we've got one more piece of gear, one more package to open up. I'll do a video on that too. Change camera view so you can see what I'm doing. Another decent sized box. Okay. Let's record this one. Another package for me. This looks interesting. I already know what's in here, so it's a bit of a spoiler for me, but yeah, I already know. Make sure you subscribe and stuff. Click the bell icon, give us a thumbs up. All the usual stuff. I think my RAM's starting to let me down. No, nothing else, a knife. Actual knife. Although it's not much more, it's not much sharper than the RAM. Alright. Okay. It's well packaged, which is good. It's what I always hope. I think I purchased from the same person before, and they packaged it really well then as well. So I've been very happy with their packaging. They're pretty thorough. this out of the way. Back. Something floating around inside, so I'm definitely going to have to open it up to see what's going on. Now this may look familiar, or it may not. Trying to adjust the focus, it's gone off focus. Do it manually. Right. Look. We have some damage here. That's probably what's floating around. Front panel was smashed. So, that's not a good sign. Broken front panel. It's probably what's floating around inside this piece of plastic. Oh dear. I'll probably glue it back together along with bits of there. Does that mean it's had a frontal impact whilst it's been shipped? Even though it's packed quite well, you had a lot of padding on the front there to protect the front panel. And this is what it is. Yeah, look at that. That was not like that in the picture. It's been broken in shipping, despite the good packaging. Yeah, that whole front panel was knackered. That's concerning. So, there's only bits of plastic floating around. Let's power it up and see if it actually still has a display and stuff like that. Drop the voltage down because it's only 110 volts. It needs converting. Let's see if it powers up or not. So, I mean, even the packaging's right, it must have been heavily handled. Let's look inside the front of the box here. That's a bit annoying. It's smashed like that. Yeah, impacts in here. And well, that's probably right there. Yeah, it looks like it's probably hit. That's the back. That's the legs from the back hitting that. But the front, I don't know, there's no signs of impact on the inside the box. But it did have this other padding in there. So I don't know. I guess it's been roughly treated, it's probably been thrown. Which is why I always say pack things really well. Oh well. I guess we've got a jigsaw puzzle of plastic pieces to sort out. If I glue it back together, it'll be alright. But yeah, I might be able to, I'll probably get another front panel for it. But it's a shame because now it's going to increase the cost and I probably won't make any money on it. Okay, the power in. Got it set to 110 volts. See, it will power up. Well, the display's not broken, that's something. Okay. Output is working. Yep, that's working. Channel 2, high range. Is also working. Because there's a readback feature, if you've got a voltage on here, you know it's working. But yeah, this front panel was like munted. Okay. So if those have taken impact, maybe the knobs have taken impact as well. They feel okay on the board though. I don't know. Yeah, it's a shame. Very disappointing, but it works. So it's purely cosmetic. I can probably get another bezel. I'll have to go and have a look. Damn. Well, that's annoying. I got that for a good price too. I was expecting to make some good money on that when I sold it. Yeah, it's disappointing. You know, you get something like that turns up smashed. It's not the first time something broken. It's been posted in transit. You know, broken in transit. I've never heard of Yodel. You want me? Must be. That's your country. It's not one I'm familiar with. But that's likely happened before it even got into my country. I mean, the post system in my country seems to be okay. Anything within the country doesn't really seem to have many issues. Rarely. I mean, it can happen. But yeah, that's disappointing. Let me go and look at the eBay listing. And I'll show you the pictures of it once I find it. Is that the one? No. Don't have it in email listings, in my eBay listings. Why is that? Oh, that's right. I saw it listed. I saw it as a seller. I've already purchased one before, and I emailed them about it. That's right. So I kind of bypassed eBay. Yeah. So I don't actually have it listed here, which is a bit odd. Is that on my watch list? I think I'll get something like that. I have to look now. This is going to bug me. I need to find the pictures of it. Just to be sure the pictures look alright. Yeah. 3D printer just finished printing out the locking piece. I think that's enough. I don't print any more out. Just look for Agilent. If I can spell it, that's definitely helpful. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Where are we? Come on, where is it? No, I did buy it. Oh, I didn't buy it from eBay.com. I got it from a different website. Yeah. It wasn't eBay.com. It was ebay.com.sg. But it's the same seller. Yeah, interesting. Nah, I can't really see much there. Yeah, there's no damage on the front panel on that one. These pictures, there's no damage at all. So yeah, it's interesting. Let's check some. So MY4000 series, so it's trying to figure out the age. What's this one I've got down here? This one I've got for sale. That's 4,000 as well. Which one I fixed before with the bad display. This one's slightly older than the one I've already repaired. Not much. Just like 1,000 out in serial numbers. But yeah, it definitely wasn't damaged like that in the pictures, so oh well. Looks like it's damaged in transit. Disappointing, but oh well, what can you do? And even if I try and claim it, it's kind of pointless because it'll cost more to send it back than it will be for me to get another panel. Not worth it. Oh, UK based. Pay by the piece, so they're going to be rough with it because I've got to get through as many as I can. Well, right. Well, that's a bit disappointing. I mean, I was hoping to have to do something with it, but I wasn't expecting that. Let's see if I can find a new front panel for it. Can be from any one of that series. Doesn't have to be that particular model, because the insert is okay. The one which actually says which model it is. So let's look for all of them. HP 3646A. I'll type in 36, would be great. Front panel. Let's see what we get and how expensive they are. There's front panels, but not for these things. They're for something else. Let's split this off into a new window. Have a look around. Oh, here we go. Oh, might be lucky already. Let's just go to this. There's one. It's got some scuff marks on it. It's got Keysight, so it's even newer. It's from the 4.8, which is a different model. It's the 4.6. Yeah, what's this one rated at? 3 amps. So the 4.8's 5 amps. That's different ratings. Okay, what's the back look like? It's got the keypad, spare keypad. That could be handy too. Yeah, same picture. It doesn't look damaged, does it? Awesome. Looks like I found one else straight away. Let's keep looking. The price is reasonable as well. I'll pay that. See if there's anything else. Never know, I might find another one that's cheaper. Nah. Okay, so that might be the one. 3647. Let's just try each model and just see if anything else comes up. Never know. No, it's not looking like it, is it? So this was a choice of one. Sweet. Well, I guess I'm buying it then. You can get it down here, and I'll buy that. What else can we look at now? We've done the mailbag stuff, test gear, done 3D printing. Waiting for this thing to let me pay. Just lucky I found a front panel. There was only one. I've seen them around before, so they do come up. But that's easy to change a front panel. I might have to open the casing up. Mind you, I've got to open the casing to change the voltages anyway. So I should probably hook up to power actually and actually prove it works. Should get my load tester maybe. Test it out, there's a physical test, make sure it actually powers properly before I open the casing up. So I need to change voltages. This bloody thing still won't load. Come on. It's taking forever. Yeah, come on. Is it the international connectivity? I don't know. Where is it? Hey, come on. Right, let's do this now. Please package very well with plenty of padding around it. So it's not damaged in the post, as the postal service is not always careful, which is why I need this part in the first place. Hello. So yeah, we need to do something. I think I've chucked my load tester on there. Say we'll actually fire it up and do some testing on it and see how it comes out. Right. Okay, paid for. Excellent. I can move on. One new front panel on the way. Okay, let's change views again, back to the desk. So yeah, got a front panel jigsaw puzzle. It's like, oh, such a shame. Anyway. I reckon I probably can salvage this front panel, but I've got these little bits of plastic I have to put back in again and figure out where they all go. But yeah, I'm definitely going to just get a new one anyway. Who knows what damage is done inside there as well. So let's get my load tester out, hook up to that thing as well, and once I'm sure it works electrically, then I don't mind opening the casing up and changing the voltage. I just want to be sure first that it's actually functioning properly, because once I open it, there's no warranty on it. I had that once before. I purchased something, I had to open it to change the voltage, and I actually ended up having issues with it because it was damaged. What I was sent was not the item that was pictured. I got ripped off, and even though I disputed it with eBay naturally and with the seller, and I lost it because I opened the case up to change the voltage. Because I opened it, I couldn't. I basically lost just because I opened the case up to change voltage. It's just ridiculous. So I need another power supply for this. Turn this 3D printer off. Finish printing now. Right, cables, hook those up. I'm only going to check for functionality, not accuracy. You know, as long as it's reasonably accurate, I'll be happy. They're not always perfect. No, the nut's a bit loose. That's going to need tightening up. Oh, can you see that? I've recorded this as well, I think. Looking good there, hopefully. Okay, so before I open this thing up to test to change the voltages, so I set a 240 volt, since it's all broken as well, especially. I'm going to chuck up my load tester here, hook it up. Well, I've already got it hooked up, so I'll turn it on, use it, and just make sure it actually tells the load and that sort of stuff, and actually is functioning. Because if it isn't electrically functioning, I could maybe make a claim with eBay and stuff and say, look, it's damaged in transit and it's not working. But if it's just damaged from my panel, then, you know, so be it. It doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but I've already found a new one on eBay. I've already purchased a new panel. I was lucky there's one there, so I've already got a new front panel coming for it. So that was at least good, and it wasn't that expensive for a change. It's only the actual bezel itself, not the whole assembly with the display and everything as well. Just the bezel. And that's the only bit that's broken, at least it seems to be that way. So, let's power this up and see what happens. Try and shut this back so I can push the buttons. So, there is airflow. So, we're on channel 1. We'll put it on high range straight away. And we'll increase this output. 3 volts is on here, that's fine. Should go up to 20 volts, it does. Okay, so it's supposed to be able to do, at 20 volts, 1.5 amps. That's what it's rated to. So if I go on current set, I'll do 1.2 amps or something, 1.3 amps. Let's do that. 1.3 amps. And then we turn the load on. That should be able to handle that. And, yep, it is 1.3 amps. Current set's got 1.4. 1.45. So yeah, it's actually also fairly accurate, so it's looking good. Happy with that. So let's change to the second channel. Channel 2. So put it on high range as well. 1 voltage up. That's going up on the load as well. And they're actually agreeing voltage wise. So this obviously needs calibrating. That's not a big deal. It's very easy to do. Let's turn the load on. Same current 1.45, 1.45. So they're really close. It just needs calibration. And so that's easy to do. It's not a problem at all. I think I covered it previously in another video. So electrically, it seems to be working okay. Obviously not completely maxing out, but it's close. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It seems to function, so I don't mind so much opening it up to change the voltages on it now. That's all good. So we'll do that now. We'll open it up. signaling it's supposed to be making a electronic load. There's supposed to be one coming at some point. Not sure what specs are yet. Apparently it's in development and it's not too far away. So when I do release it, I'll be getting one to play with, do a review on. It's all been arranged. Okay, so I'm tempted to pull the front panel off and inside the casing this way. You can slide either direction. I think I'll do that since the front panels are already smashed. Or then it might end up being a major because of the panel being in pieces. I'll pull it back off. I'll pull it back off. I think. Nah, I'll do the front. Okay. So to get this thing apart, it's actually fairly straightforward. 2 screws each side. Then you've got the case screws you've got to take out as well. This is currently sealed by the person who sold it, but well, you know, the seal doesn't actually cover the front panel. It stops you taking the casing off, which is a shame because I need to get in here to change the voltages. I think I can get through the grill, can I? Yeah, almost. I can almost get through the grill to change the voltage actually. So here we have some more bits of plastic to try and deal with. Yeah. So there's a front panel off. There's a connector one here which we'll unplug and we'll have a close look at it. Some more plastic falling off. Right. And there's that side panel. Certainly there's a jigsaw. And I think there's some floating around inside as well. Definitely heard something in there before. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Anyway, let's check out the board. That looks alright. So it seems to be purely the front panel damage. It's a shame because it was actually really nice condition before that. So it's half popped the circuit board out. Try and slide this out. Maybe I won't. Yeah. I mean, I could glue it back together, I reckon. But I've got a new one. I've got a new one coming. I suppose I'll get to the voltage adjustments from there, can I? No. So let's slide this panel off. That's really tight. So tight I can't get that screwdriver. Well, that's annoying. Screwdriver's not exactly the right one for it either. No, slipping. No. I might have to get a different screwdriver to fit this. Let's have a look. Do I have a better fit one? Let's try this one. Yeah, feels slightly better. Yeah, that's got it. Bye bye warranty seal. I actually use exactly the same stickers on my stuff. Quite cheap to get from China, but they're serial numbered as well, so each one's got a unique number, so you can't just replace it with another one. Oh, I can't slide it off that way. I have to go off the back. There's a post sticking out this side. I never tried to go off on the front before. I just thought I could do it. So you go, there's a post right there, which means I can't slide it forwards. That's annoying. Take the back off as well. Oh well. These ones are Torx. Don't know which size it is. That one. So that is a Torx 15. So there's the voltage sections just down there. So look inside, see if anything looks any concerns, any bad caps, that kind of thing. No, it looks fine. Nothing obvious. So we'll change our switches around. So I'll try and show you these on the camera here, get nice and close. You probably just see down there. Get a torch. There they are. So the back switches towards the back and the front switches towards the front. To get 230 volts, I have to move them both towards the centre. So one that way, and the other one that way. Pretty sure I got that right. Just double checking. Yep. So that was actually set for 100 volts. So yep, that's fine. That's the voltage change done. It's easy as that. Hi Bruce. I've done a few things. I've done some 3D printing, bit of stuff in Tinkercad and Thingiverse, and I've worked on a HP relay unit, and this is a HP or Agilent E3646A power supply, which I also just received in a mailbag as well. And it's all, as you can see there, the front panel's all smashed, which is disappointing, but electrically it's still okay. It's just the bezel's broken. So I'm just changing the voltages on here because it is functioning. If you want to see what I've been doing, just rewind the video. I'll watch it again later on. Usually like the first 10 minutes is waffle, so you just get the first 10. Right. So I don't think I'm going to bother putting this back together yet because I want to fix this front panel. I'll do that first before I do anything else. So I won't do any more than that. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, so it's disappointing about the power supply. Well, it happens. Yeah, the power supply is it was in really good condition. The front panel did look nice. It's not faded or anything like that. It's not yellowed. So it's a real shame to actually see it broken like that, you know. I can probably glue it back together, but it's not going to be quite as good as new, is it? You know, it was mint, now it's not. Even though it's an older one, it's older than one I've already repaired. I've got two power supplies I previously repaired. Here you go, it's finally caught up. I'll click this thing to change views about 30 seconds ago. So I've repaired two of these power supplies previously. And this is the third one I picked up for a reasonable price. And also it's damaged in shipping. And it's a real shame, but I've managed to buy another front panel bezel. I managed to buy one on eBay already. So I went and quickly looked and found one, and the price was reasonable. So I picked up. I'd rather just replace it and keep that one as a spare, because to get one which is really bad. At some point, I might buy a whole bunch of these things. Who knows? Just keep buying cheap ones and checking them out. I might just try my luck, drop in. I don't know if Chris is watching, or if he's down the pub again. I don't know. Nice, likes to have his Saturday nights out with his missus. Don't blame him. Hi Patrick, how's it going? I just like to see who's watching, you know. Unfortunately YouTube doesn't tell me who is watching the video, which would be really nice if it did. You know, I would like it if it could do that. But it doesn't. You know, it would be nice to see like a list of viewers. You know, then I could see who's dropped in and you know who's watching, so I don't miss anyone. So yeah, so we covered a few things. It's only been what 2 hour stream, and I've covered a few things already. For those who didn't see it already, I made these. I'll change views as well. Actually, in a second. I made these things, 3D printed. It won't focus on the bloody thing. It never focuses properly. Doesn't matter what I do. Almost got it. Right. Top screen. So I made this. Right. This is for HP feet. So I'll go back to this view again. You get these feet like this, which are on HP test equipment. A lot of the older stuff has got these feet on it, or usually it's missing these feet. But sometimes you need these little locking pins that go in there to stop the feet coming off, and a lot of times they're missing. So I thought I'd design some and print them out. No, I'm not ham. I don't use radio at all. I only fix CB radios pretty much. I don't do a lot of that. So I've been doing radio work since I was about 13. Yeah, since I was 13, I've been working with radios and designed various modifications. And you may know me from my radiomods.co.nz website. Anyone that's into radio probably knows about that site. That's me. I made that site. I think I launched that back in '97. So, but yeah, I basically just do repairs on stuff and servicing on CBs. I don't do much of that these days. It's really quiet. I might do, less than half a dozen radios a year. I don't do much at all. Not like some of these other places, like Mike's Radio Repair, he does heaps and heaps of radios. But over in this country, it's pretty quiet. Okay. So what else could we do? I mean, mind you, my bench is now full of bits of plastic, which I need to glue back together. I'm not sure I can do much else right now. Let's turn the microphone back around. So yeah. Oh, I've got a whole bunch of emails. Let's quickly check, see what these are. Some of it eBay. Might be important. Oh God. Nothing there. It's alright. Got some spam. Got some nice spam. Apparently a hacker's been watching has hacked into my email account, and so I can send email from my account to me, and it's got all this video of me, on porn sites and stuff. Yeah, whatever. I get the same email over and over and over again. Just because someone sends you an email from your email account, supposedly, doesn't mean actually you are in your email account, because I can spoof the from. So they can spoof the sender. You put the sender wherever you want. People don't know that. Your radio stuff, yeah, I mean, the newer radios are definitely more complicated in some ways, and other ways, I don't know, you don't have so many issues with things like alignments, because now a lot of the times they're fixed alignments, there's no tuning in them. It's all fixed value stuff. I played with a few of them, but not much. It's not something I'm really into anymore. My focus now is not so much. So yeah, I'd actually buy some SDRs to play with, just little boards, and I've got all sorts of modules and stuff in there, and some of those are SDRs. I was going to play around with them as a potential replacement for POLs. So replace a POL with an SDR and replace the VCO circuitry, so you can control it digitally instead. I haven't got around to that on video actually. The steering mechanism's stuffed. I don't know what's in there yet. I've got to pull it apart. So I'll do a video on that. So I've got some interesting videos coming out. I'll tell you what I've got queued up right now. Let's change the views on my screen so I can see what I'm supposed to be looking at. So another Apple MacBook Pro 13-inch, another repair video. I've got the Agilent STS2102 bandwidth hacking. Hacking's a loose thing. It's not much of a hack really. It's pretty simple. It's a front-end modification, and my oscilloscope could get 340 megahertz bandwidth with the change I did. And it's documented. It's not like something I've invented. I just followed what somebody else had found, and that's what I got in my situation. So I've done a video of that. I've got a Magic TV, which is like a digital TV recorder. That is a repair attempt, which, well, it's an attempt. I didn't fix it. It's like a tear down the look, and tried a couple of things, but didn't fix it. I've got another Apple MacBook repair queued up as well. I've got a review to do, which I haven't done yet. I haven't got content for that yet. I've got an HP ProBook 430G2 repair, which is a liquid damage repair as well. I'm waiting for parts for that. What else we got? I've got a couple of lameish ones, like replacing an iPhone 5C battery. Something on my phone interesting. Got some radio stuff. That Marconi 2435 frequency counter repair, which I did on live stream about a couple of months ago now. Really need to actually publish that video. I've got some other CB stuff and a whole bunch of half-done MacBook videos as well. Then I've got a whole bunch of I don't know, filler videos, I suppose. I've got battery charger repair, ride-on lawnmower repair, which is one which is to do with the forward reverse linkages braking. That's very lame as well. Nissan remote control repair, that's again a little video. Heathkit decade resistance box refurbishment. Again, that's not much of a video, so I haven't really published it yet. These have just got ones stuck to the side as fillers if I need them. How to replace a watch battery. That's thrilling. So that's why it's sitting there. And one for repairing a bed frame as well, which I did. Well, I called that about over a year ago now. Well, I did some 3D printing to replace some parts on the bed frame for the slats on the mattress. Yeah, I watched Mr. Carlson's Lab from time to time. I haven't watched it much actually. I think I might have unsubscribed. I haven't seen his videos for ages actually. I should probably check that out. But I think I might have unsubscribed from it because it tended to be more vintage stuff, and he's always pushing his Patreon stuff and only doing stuff for patrons only and keeping it all locked up. Whereas I don't think to do that. So I don't know. It's not really a negative thing, but that's obviously what he does in order to fund himself. But yeah, I think I might have unsubscribed for some reason. I think I got bored with it. I don't know. Maybe I might go and have a look. Or maybe I was just overloaded with stuff and I just had to filter some out. Okay, I'm going to cut the stream off. I've got other things I need to get on today. Before my wife starts reminding me I've got other things I need to do today. And I think I might sit down and try and glue some bits of plastic together. If I've got some super glue. I might have some super glue. I'll have to check. So yeah, I'm going to cut this off. So thanks for joining us, and hope you found it interesting. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us a thumbs up too before you disappear. Thumbs up if you liked it, of course. And I'll catch you around next time. I won't be doing live stream for at least another couple of weeks. So yeah, catch you later.